So to solve this, you need the concept of volume and also trigonometry a bit. Okay, this is the base and this is the length, right? The length is 6 meters and this will be, yeah, more or less like this. Okay, and then there you go, and here. So this is our overview or the bigger picture of the true length 6 meters, and this is 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, right? So let's say this is x. Can we? Sure. Why? Because the water level is changing and the side of the length of the sides of each time is different, right? So I want to focus on the base, on the triangle, I mean. So this is a triangle and it said it is an equilateral triangle. So we know that this is 60 and this is the height. We never know about the height, right? And this is x and this is x also, right? So in order to find the relation between the h and x, you can see that the trigonometrical value of 60 hx is connected by the sign, right? Opposite over hypotenuse, right? So sine 60 equals opposite. Opposite is the h, hypotenuse is the x, right? So sine 60, you can find sine 60 degree in by using your calculator, or you just memorize square root 3 over h over x equals h over x. So if you want to do the cross multiplication, so the height equals x times square root 3, or x equals height over square root 3, depend on what you want to use later on. But we can see that find the rate at which the water level is falling at the instant when the water is 20 cm deep. So it is always using h, right? So it is h. Make sure that you know you use h, not x, right? So what is the formula of
Wait,
the area of the
Hans,
triangle? Yes.
is sine 60 square root 3 or is it square root 3 over 2?
Square root 3 over 2. Thank you. Yeah. So 2h equals x square root 3. Thank you. So you can put the x equals 2h over square root 3. That's it. Thanks. Now, after we go for this question, now we know that the formula of this adjacent side in terms of h, of course, we don't use any more x. This is half x, right? Anyway, this is half x. We know that this is half x. But half x is, or the half x, wait, so the base, our x will be 2h square root 3. And the base area, right? So this is the base area, right? Base area equals, remember the rule? X times, base times height over 2, right? So you just change the x by 2h square root 3. 2h over square root 3 times height over 2, right? So this is the base area. And then what can we do now? Right, so this is the base area. X is 2h over square root 3 sine opposite over half. So yeah, so 2h over square root 3 times h over 2. We just change everything by h, right, by the height. So you can simplify, cross this, and then h square over square root 3, or square root 3, 1 over square root 3 over 2. That's the way I did, right? So the base area is 2x, or wait. Yeah, there you go. This will be our base area, right? So keep this in mind. And what is the formula of the volume, right? Because we are finding the constant rate of the volume. So the volume formula of the prism here. Let me show you this. We are focusing on the base, and then now we're focusing on the volume. So the volume will equals to base area times by the length of the distance here, right? So the height, but with the different height, not this height. Okay, this is the base, the height of the triangle. Now this is the height of the prism. Okay, please differentiate between height of prism and height of the base. So base area is h square over square root 3 times by 6, right? And then what is the volume then? 6h square over square root 3. Make it simple. Why we have to make it simple? Because this is not rational. Multiply by square root 3 over square root 3. Yeah. So the V will equals to 6 over 3 times h square root 3, right? So square root 3 times square root 3 is 3. So the volume is 2h square or 2 square root 3h square. I put it on the back for the unknowns. And what next we can do? Here, water leaks, constant rate, so the dV over dt. So we find dV over dt. This is a particular, this is still general, everything is general. So in particular, right? So in a particular, dV over dt equals to 0.1 meter cube over minute, right? So dV over dt is meter cube. So 2 square root 3 times 2h, right? You just do this as a constant and put down here. So the dV over dt, generally, they are 4 square root 3 height, right? Again, the hardest part is when to use x, when to use h. In this case, we use h. So every x change into h. Every x change into this depth, I mean. So put it here, 4 square root 3. Oh, forget, dh over dt, remember this, as usual. 4 over 3h dh over dt equals 0.1. And the height is 20 cm, right? 20 cm deep. Okay. So 4 square root 3 times 20 cm. Make sure that you know this, cm. So you have to change the meter. You can choose. You want to change meter cube to cm cube or cm to meter. I think the best way is to change the bigger unit to the smaller unit, because you can increase the number. So 0.1 meter cube per minute can be changed into meter to meter cube, bm, cm. Going down by 2, you multiply by 1000 and 1000 because it's cube and cube, right? So you multiply by 1 million. So it can be written as 100,000 cm cube over a minute. So you do the bigger number in order to avoid the mistakes on the decimals. Okay, the height is still 20 because we focus on cm, right? And dh over dt equals to 100,000, right? And then 80 square root 3 dh over dt equals 100,000. And then dh over dt is 100,000 over 80 square root 3. Now we get it. And it is totally the same with the answer key. Yeah. So you cross this. So what is this? What's the answer? 100,000, 10,000 over 8. 10,000 over 8. 1,250 over, wait, I'm a bit confused. I think we can stay using the meter. The number is too big, but it's still okay. Over square root 3. And when you multiply by square root 3 over square root 3, right, you will get 1,250 over 3 square root 3, right? But something is not right. Something is not right. Give me a moment. Okay, we cannot use the cm. We have to maintain the meter, girls. So maintain the meter. So you just change the height by 0.2, right? Because the depth is 20 cm. So for square root 3 times 0.2, right? Maintain to meter, and dh over dt equals 0.1, right? So dh over dt equals 0.1 over 0.2 times 4 square root 3 on the bottom, right, on the denominator. Now what you can do next is just do the working, or if you don't want to do the working, you can just use the help of calculator. I'll show you how to use the calculator well. So rather than you waste your time in order to solve this, just put like this: 0.1, 0.2 times 4 square root 3. Okay. Square root 3 over 24. Okay, square root 3 over 24. The unit is meter over minute. And then you can multiply with, in order to make it more simple, times 100 to change into cm over minute on the last part. So 100 square root 3 over 24 cm over minute. And 100 over 24 can be divided by 4, 25 over 6 square root 3 cm over minute. That's the answer. Okay, I think this is quite simple. This is the simple version because I did some exercises sometimes and I get the right answer. Okay, first thing you need to change the hard part is you need to use h, not x, because we are talking about the depth, or not the sides of the triangle. Okay, and you need to use the trigonometrical value, right? So this is the basic knowledge that you need to know, and use the formula of volume of prism. That is base area times by the height of the prism. And then you can do the particular thing as given on the question. Now, I'm glad. Please let me know whenever you have any question on this on this part. Okay. Is it clear enough, Pedro, Figi?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need to like draw it out to understand, I guess.
Oh, okay. Now next, number 9, last one. Then we can go for the review set. There you go. Here, review set 14a. Okay, thank God, later. So let's go for the review set after this. Downlight. Ground level floodlight. Ground level floodlight means the light that go through this part. Okay, so now we try to to understand about what happened on the shadow of the person that passing through the downlight, the light here in 20 meters from the building. This is case A. I want to copy paste 2 cases. So wait. This is case 1, case number 1, and the case number 2 is on the right side. Okay. So this is what I did. I just drew two diagrams. First 2 meters, 20 meters from the building, and another 2 meters, a person, the same person, but it is standing 10 meters from the building, right? So there you go. I want to draw this light that travels through the head of the person and also through the head of the person, right? See, as you can see, that this, the y, or the vertical distance, let's say this is a shadow of the man, the y, and this y are decreasing, right, from y1. So when he goes towards the building, the distance or the height of the shadow is decreasing. See, you can see it clearly, right? Now, what is the basic knowledge that you need to know here? Similarity, right? We use the similarity. So for case A and case B. So similarity on the case A, look at this part. If this is 20, so we know that the rest will also 20. So 20 over the height of the person, 2, right? The small triangle equals 40 over y1, right? Okay. Now, can use this as x. Can we? This is general, not particular. Okay, 20 over x equals 40 over y1, right? Or you can just simplify this. X, not 20 over x, sorry, x over 2, right? So the distance, the horizontal distance over 2 of the triangle, the small triangle, so the x over 2 equals 40 over y. The 40 is fixed, right? Because the light stays there. The light is not changing. What is changing is the man, and the person that is moving. The light 40 stays same, and the y also stays the same. I just put y. I don't have to put the x. And 2 also stays the same, right? The height of the person is unchanged. So what is unchanged? Keep unchanged. Keep the number. What is changing? Don't do anything about that. Just put x. And you can do the simplification. X times y equals 80, right? Cross multiply, and you can derive this. Remember the multiplication rule? U xn v plus u v xn. So this is u.
Oh, Hans,
Yes.
why do we divide x over 2?
Oh, this is similarity rule. Good question. Look at this triangle. So let's say this is 2. This is unchanged, and the 40 is still stays unchanged also. And this is x, and this is y. So if you want to put the similarity, so x over 2, right? Or you can just write x over 40 equals 2 over y. Can I? Right, the similarity rule. Base over height equals base over height. They are a similar triangle. Get it, Vicky?
Yes.
You can use both, yeah, either x over 40, this horizontal over horizontal, small horizontal over big horizontal equals small vertical over big vertical. It's the same, but I just use x over 2 equals the base and height equals base and height, and it's the same, and it will produce you the same equations. Okay, now u is x, v equals y, right? So u xn equals x xn, v xn equals y xn, right? So if you want to derive this, the derivative, u xn v x xn times y, or y times x xn plus x times y xn, right, equals to the derivative of a constant is 0. Or you can just write x and y dx dy plus x dy, oh sorry, dx dt, right? This is dx dt plus x dy dt equals 0. So as you saw. Okay, now in a particular case, and a particular case, we know that the person walks directly from the floodlight towards the building. So the dx dt, right? The dx dt is given 1, right? And the value of x is given. So for particular A, so the x is 20 from the building, 20 from the building, so the x is 20, right? Now can go here, just copy paste everything. There you go. So after the general part, do the particular y unknown, right? Oh, y is, yeah, y unknown. But if we have x as 20, we know that the y can be found, right? So x 20, so y equals 80 over 20, so it is 4. So you have to think of this first before you do everything. So y is 4, dx dt is 1, right? Plus x is 20, dy dt is unknown. We want to find the shortening of the building, right? Or of the shadow from in the building, on the building. So 4 equals negative 20 dy dt. So dy dt equals 4 over negative 20. It is negative 0.2, 1 over 5, right? Done. Meter over second. Now for particular B, we get the dx dt also same, but the x is different. When it is 10 meters from the building, the x will be 30, right? When the x is 30, the y is changing, of course, because the y is 80 over 30. Right, or 8/3. I just use the fraction in order to make this simple. Yeah, so put it here again, copy paste this equation, this one, put it here. Okay, substitute everything. Y 8/3 times 1, right? Dx dt plus x 30 dy dt that you want to find, right? So 30 times dy dt equals -8/3. So dy dt is way shorter, of course, right? And -8/3 divide by 30 or times by 1/30, you will get dy dt equals to -8/90 or -4/45 meter/second. Okay, got it. So on the left side will be the general rules. On the right side, two right sides will be particular rules. So this will be the general. What is unchanged is the height of the man and also the distance of the floodlight to the building. So if you don't change this, okay, let the number be that number. And the xy equals 80, and this will be used to differentiate it, and you will get this, right? And then you put here, and the particular dx dt equals 1. It's given on the question. See, there you go, also 1. And next, the x is given 20 meters from the building, so the x will be 40 minus 20, 20. And 10 meters from the building, look at this, from the building, not from the light. So this is 10. You need the x, so x equals 40 minus 10, right? I want to write it small. 40 minus 10. Okay, and it is 30. And after you get the 30, after you get the x, you can find the value of y by inserting to this formula, right? And then you get all the particular things that can be put inside the variables. That's it. Okay, I hope you enjoy this explanation because we are already struggled previously and we got the answer at last. Now let's go to the review set. Okay, I think I need to put it on the left side. Right. Let's go here. Find the equation of the tangent. Ah, man, piece of cake. So I think I can go here, do directly. 14a, yeah. You need to memorize the natural logarithm, e, and everything that needs to be memorized. So I want to make it smaller. Okay, let's do number 1a. Make it fast. -2x squared. Find the equation for the tangent. So you need to find the tangent. So you need to find the dy dx, right? Dy dx is m tangent, the gradient of the tangent. -4x, right? If you cannot follow me, let me know. -2 times 2x, right? And then at where x equals -1, where x equals -1, the gradient of the tangent will equals to -4 times -1. It is 4. But the question is asking for the equation, not the tangent itself, right? So you need to find the y. We get the x as 1, -1. So after you get x as -1, the y is supposed to be put inside. Put it here. -2 times -1 squared. So -2. So we have the gradient and xy. What you can do now? Equation of the line, right? The y is -2, the m is 4, x is -1 plus c. So -2 equals -4 plus c, and c will be 2. I think you already familiar and can do this kind of question. So we get the c, we have the m, and what is the equation then? Back to its original, y equals m x plus c. This is the final answer, 4x plus c. And how about b, learn? I go for the gradient and for the C, and you can do yourself. Okay, the point is already given x and y here. Okay, glad to hear that. I'm glad to look at the y. You don't have to find the y anymore. So 4 times ln 2x, and remember the dy dx. 4 is a constant, so let it be ln 2x. Ln becomes 1 over, right? And multiply by the inside by 2, chain rule. Okay, remember, ln of fx is equals to 1 over fx multiplied by fx sum x. That's the way you have to do for the ln. Okay, I give you the rules. And oh, okay, the answer is 1 over x. Nice. No, 1 over 4. Oh, no, sorry, 4 over x. So that's the dy dx. And you insert the 1, right? So the dy or the m tangent is 4 over 1. It's for itself. After you get the 4, you have the x, you have the y. Just use calculator, right? Or in terms of ln, no problem. And you put y equals mx plus c. Go by yourself. Find c, and you have the m and the c. You put y equals mx plus c as the previous question. Done. Okay. So do it yourself. I want to just skip. We have so much time left. Not so much time left. 30 more minutes for the rest of the question. This is still number 1. So y equals e power x over x minus 1. You know one thing for sure. You need to put the quotient rule, right? So if I have y equals u over v. Wait, what is it? Oh, okay. I think so. In order to make you less miscommunication, this is y accent. Okay. So the y accent will equals to u accent v minus u v accent over v square. You use the quotient rule. The u equals e power x. The v equals x minus 1. U accent. The derivative of e is unchanged. The derivative of v is 1, right? And then you can put the y accent or the gradient of the tangent equals u accent v minus u v accent over v square, right? So this e power x times x minus 1 minus this e power x times 1 or e power x itself, thank God, over v square. And then you put the x as 2, right? So the gradient is e power 2 times 1 minus e power 2 over wait. Oh, 1 minus 1. Almost wrong. Wait. E power 2. Oh yeah, 2 minus 1 is 1, right? Minus e power 2. Oh, 0. 2 minus 1 power 2. Okay, on top side, e power 2 times 1 is e power 2, right? E power 2 minus e power 2, 0. So the gradient is 0. There you go. Quite simple. Then you can use the formula. Y equals you haven't get the y yet, man, because the x is 2, so the y can be found using this equation. So e power 2 over 2 minus 1. Oh, e power 2 itself, right? And then y equals mx plus c. The y is e power 2, the m is 0, x plus c, right? X, oh, wait, x is 1. No, x is 2 plus c. So e power 2 equals c. Done, right? And then we get the c. We have the m. Oh, simple. So y equals mx plus c. So y equals 0x, so 0x, so 0 itself, e power 2. That's it. The c itself, right? Done. Because this is 0 times 2. Okay, so 0. That's for number 1. What? Almost whole page. But you know how to do, right? And you can repeat the video after this. Now let's go to number 2. Okay, number 2. Wait, there you go. Erase. Okay, let's do number 2. The tangent to blah 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 is 2x minus y equals 1. Oh, okay. So what to do now is try to make it in terms of equation number 2. u equals ax plus b, v equals x power half, right? Uxn using the quotient rule. So this is a only, right? Because the constant times 1 x power 0 and b becomes 0. Vxn is 1 over 2 x power negative 1 over 2. I think I need to use the thinner one. So the yxn is equals to uxn v minus u vxn over v square, right? So a times x power half minus this half x power half negative half times ax plus b over v square x power half power 2, right? And then we can do the damn thing, man. At x equals 1. Okay, at x equals 1, it's given. So yxn will equals to a times 1 power half minus half times 1 power negative half times a times 1 plus b over 1 power 1, right? So everything, everyone, 1 to the power of anything is 1 itself, right? So yxn is a minus half. You can cross the 1 because this you go, there you go, a plus b over 1. Okay, so over 1 is the number itself. So the yxn will equals to a minus half b, or you can simplify half a minus half b, right? This is the yxn, or the gradient of the tangent is this. Okay, so in this case, you need to find the gradient of the line. Remember how to find the gradient? So negative y equals negative 2x minus 1 plus 1, right? So you times by negative 1. So y equals 2x minus 1. So the gradient is 2. Wait. U x and v minus u v x n over v square over x. At x equals 1. If I put 1, no idea. Wait. The tangent to this at negative x equals 1. Oh, okay, got it. So first thing, so the gradient is this, right? So 2 equals half a plus half b. But we haven't get the a and b yet because this is still in one equation. I just write this, keep this in mind, and then at x equals 1, you can find the y, right? So I have y equals ax plus b over square root x. When x equals 1, the value of y is, right? So when x equals 1, the value of y is a plus b, right? Y equals a plus b. So what can we do next? Wait, this is minus, sorry. Minus, yeah. This is minus. 4 equals a minus b. And then one more thing. If I put this, the tangent to at x equals 1, when x equals 1, the y is a plus b. Find the value of a and b. But what is the value of y? I think we did, wait, tangent to y equals ax plus b. So this is the quotient rule, clearly seen. A here cross u v xn a plus b minus a minus b, right? This is half a minus half b, a minus half a is half a. Y xn, the gradient is 2, 2, so 2 equals here. The tangent, there you go. Wait, this is the gradient. Ah, I see, sorry, girls. I did something wrong again. here. I can cross this. I have to annihilate this. So this is the gradient, right? So this will be m equals half a minus half b, and at x equals 1, the y equals a plus b. The tangent x equals 1. There you go. So the gradient is in terms of this. Wait, yeah. 2x. Do you have any idea, girls? I think I'm overthinking again about this question. X equals 1. X plus b is 2x minus y equals 1.
Wait, if it says that the tangent of y equals blah 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 is 2x minus y equals 1, that means it's like also the derivative of y equals ax plus b, right?
That's right.
So when we use the quotient rule of y equals ax plus b over x squared,
Yep, this is
what
the
was it equal to?
equal to this.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's right. But equals to this. I don't think we can do. The tangent equals this. The tangent.
how come they have different variables?
There you go. That's my question. Okay, so I think we can do this. This is the derivative, right? This is what we find. Okay, and this is the gradient, and this is the x. X is 1, y is a plus b. So 1 comma a plus b, right? Get it? This is x and y. Got it. Here, if I put y, I put x as 1, the y is as this. Okay, got it. Here. So y equals mx plus c, right? So the y is a plus b, right? It is given, equals m x times 1 plus c, right? So a plus b equals half a plus half minus half b plus c. And you can find the value of c as simple as this. A minus half a is half a. B plus half b is plus 3 over 2b. Okay, and then we get the c in terms of a and b. So this is a pure algebra. I just get it. So y equals m x plus c, right? So the m is given back here, go back here. So y equals half a minus half b x plus half a plus 3 over 2b. This is for the c. And we have the line. We haven't used this at all, right? So can I just change y equals 2x minus 1? Right? I just change the position y to x minus 1. So this is the parallel. Man, this is hard. 2x minus 1. And as you can see right now, this will equals to 2. And this equals to negative 1. Right? And then what you can do? You can do the simultaneous linear equation. You multiply by 2 here, you multiply by 2 also. So a minus b equals 4. And then this is a minus 3b equals negative 2. And you subtract 2b equals 6, b equals 3. Wow, it's so complicated. And then the a will equals to b 4 plus b 7. Again, I will repeat one more time. And then the tangent, if you are asked to find the tangent, you need to derive. After you derive, you will get this kind of equation, right? And this will be treated as m, the gradient of the tangent. Still the gradient, not the equation, right? The tangent, this is the equation of the line. And then after you get m, you need to find the x and y. The x is 1, right? And if you put here, the y is a plus b in terms of a and b, right? So the point is 1 comma a plus b. And in this case, you need to use this linear equation. The linear equation y equals, y is a plus b, it's given, equals m, the m is half a minus half b times x plus c. And you get c in terms of a and b as well. And go back to its origin with changing the y with y and m with the number that we get already here. And c is here, half a plus 3 over 2b, right? And then it is equals to, you need to modify this, 2x minus y equals 1 becomes y equals 2x minus 1, right? And you change this, y equals 2x minus 1. You do the parallel. After you do the parallel, you can find the value of a and of b using the simultaneous linear equation. You need the help of so many tools here, so many pre-knowledge. Okay, let's do number 3. I will copy again. Let's do number 3. Wait, I think I need to print screen again one more time. Ah, man, this is quite simple. Turning point. Suppose fx equals x cubed plus ax, right? And then find a has a turning point. Turning point is where it is the derivative of the equation is 0, right? Turning point, turning point means stationary point, right? Okay. Okay, and turning point when x equals square root 2. So dy dx first, right? 3x square plus a. And then the dy dx is always 0 because it is turning point. 3x, x is square root 2, just put it here, plus a. 3 plus times 3 times 2 is 6, plus a, negative 6. Okay, a done. Find the position and the nature of all stationary points. Okay, let's find the nature of all stationary points. So we know that the dy dx is already 3x squared minus 6, right? We just change the a by 6. And then you do the second derivative, right? Because the nature is the second derivative, d square y over dx squared. So second derivative, 6x, right? And if you put square root 2, it is positive, right? When it is positive, so the d square y over dx squared is more than 0, it means the nature of the stationary point is minimum. Remember, the double derivative, if it is positive, it means minimum. See, sketch the graph. Okay, we know already about the x. So here, and x cubed minus ax, right? X cubed minus 6x, right? And then you can simplify x squared minus 6. Makes sense, yeah? I think you get this idea. And if it is 0, the y is 0 when x equals 0, right? Or x equals 6 here. To find the x-axis, the y equals 0, x-intercept plus minus square root 6. So we have the square root 6 here, negative square root 6, and then square root 6, and we have square root 2 for the maximum, right? Square root for the minimum, I mean. Square root 2, I think you can just put here. And if I put square root 2, you can insert this as the y, right? Square root 2 cubed minus 6 square root 2, right? So equals square root 2 cubed is 2 square root 2 minus 6 square root 2. It is negative 4 square root 2. Put it here. There you go. So this will be about like this. Okay. Let's try to prove, yeah. I'm not sure also, but the sketching is more or less like this because it is minimum. Let's try. X cubed minus 6x. Yeah, x cubed minus 6x. We use the GeoGebra. X cubed minus 6x.
Wait, what does the minimum thing again? So if it's greater than 0, it's minimum.
There you go. If it is greater than 0, it is minimum. Means a more than 0 is smiling, right? Smile is minimum. If a is less than 0, it's frowning. Frowning is maximum. That's the way you think. The simple way.
Oh yeah.
Proof, yeah. X cubed minus 6x. GeoGebra. X cubed minus 6x. Okay. Oh, no. We still have one more stationary per turning points. One more turning points, man. There you go. So this is square root 6, negative square root 6. This is square root 6. Okay. So I forgot to put one more drawing here. It has to be like this. Okay. So you need to find this. How can you find this? Another 0, right? Another 0, another single derivative. So when 0 equals 3x squared minus 6, or you divide everything by 3. So 0 equals x squared minus 2, right? So x squared equals 2. So the x can be square root 2 plus minus. There you go. So if I put negative 2, it is maximum. If I put negative 2, yeah. If I put positive 2, it is minimum. Okay, I forget to add one more double derivative. So the d squared y over dx is also 6x, but for the negative 2. 6 times negative square root 2, I mean. So it is negative, so it means maximum. So at any point of this, maximum. Okay. I forgot, sorry. I have to add one more derivative. The single derivative as 0. Another x can be found. Okay, I think we can do one or two more questions. Let's go fast. You can repeat the video later, yeah. Oh, okay, glad to look at this kind of question. Okay, focus. I hope your teacher will give you these questions like as a majority of the questions, yeah, not like another derivatives. Normal. So you find the gradient of tangent. U equals, right? U equals x plus 1. V equals x squared minus 2. U xn is 1. V xn is 2x, right? And then the gradient of tangent is u xn v plus, no, minus u v xn over v squared. And then 1 times x squared minus 2 minus this 2x times x plus 1 over v squared, right? And then where x equals 1, the gradient of tangent is 1 squared minus 2 times 1 times 1 plus 1 over 1 squared minus 2 square, right? So this will be 1 minus 2, negative 1, minus 2 times 1 times 2, minus 4, right? Over 1 minus 2, 1, 1 cube is 1. And 1 square is 1, right? Negative 1 square is 1. So the gradient of the tangent will equals to negative 5. So the gradient of the normal will be 1 over 5, right? Negative reciprocal. Where point x equals 1, so you know that the x equals 1 and the y equals, put here, 1 plus 1 over 1 square minus 2, 2 over 1 minus 2, negative 1, so negative 2. We have the gradient y and x and y, right? After you get that, you just put inside put it to the equation of the line as you saw, right? So the y equals m 1 over 5x. Wait, we haven't got the c. Yeah? Okay, so put y negative 2 equals m times 1 plus c. So negative 2 equals 1 over 5 plus c. C can be found by negative 2 minus 1 over 5. Negative 2 1 over 5. I don't have to make it make the denominator equal. Just put it as a mixed fraction. We get the c, we get the m. So the final answer would be this. Right? You use the normal, careful of the normal. Okay, so again, this also using the chain rule for question B. So x plus 1 power half, right? So y. The y-axis is half, x plus 1 power of negative half times by the inside is 1 itself. So this is the gradient of the tangent, where x equals 3. So 1 over 2, 3 plus 1 power negative half. So 1 over 2 times 2 square power negative half, right? So 1 over 2 times 2 power negative 1, because power to power is multiplied. So 1 over 2, 2 power negative 1 is 1 over 2 also. Gradient of the tangent will be 1 over 4. So the normal, negative 4, right? Keep. And then the x is equals to 3. And the value of y, oh, very simple. Square root 3 plus 1, 2. Right? It can be plus or minus 2. Okay? It can be plus or minus 2. So plus 2 or minus 2, you have two answers. Two lines. Sorry, m. So first possibility, m equals negative 4, x equals 3, y equals 2. The second possibility, m equals negative 4, x equals 3, y equals negative 2, right? And then find the c, y equals mx plus c. I do parallel. Negative 4 times 3 plus c. Negative 2 equals, right? Because the y can be in two answers. Negative 4 times 3 plus c. 2 equals negative 12 plus c. C equals 14. Negative 12 plus c. C equals 10. We get c. We get m. Both of them are done bareng-bareng. What is bareng-bareng? In pair, yeah, parallel. So y equals mx plus c, or y equals mx plus c. Two answers. Both of them are right, okay? Because we deal with the square root. But we need to understand that one is not acceptable. The one that is not acceptable is negative. So you can ignore everything. Why? Why cannot be negative? Because square root, right? Why cannot be negative? It's always positive. If you want to prove in the diagram, you can prove it with your diagram. Okay. Any questions so far? More done, yeah. We still have so much things to do, but again, next meeting tomorrow we will finish 5, yeah. Because for review set A and B, the question is same but different in numbers. So next meeting we will discuss about this, yeah, about number 5, continuing numbers. Okay. Any questions so far, Pedra, Vicky?
No. I understand when I like watch you do it, but I think I just need to practice to
Yeah, you
get
need to
used
practice.
to it.
So your next what you have to do until tomorrow is try to do number 5 to the rest. Okay, 5 until 20. Just try to do it. Okay. Okay, so I think I can stop the meeting.